Welcome back. It's been a couple weeks, but lots of exciting events that took place. Kids got a bike, ended up going on the first camping trip, which was pretty fun in our new camper. And we, with this sport, there's a lot of different things that you have to take on as far as responsibility. So today, we're not only going to have a little bit of a compilation working on the bike. I'll show you what I've got done so far. Got the engine in and some of the bar components on. Ran into a little problem with one of the bolts. And we also have to change the wheel bearings and tires on the trailer so we can take the enclosed to the track. Anyways, I'll show you what the bike looks like, and then I'll show you what we're looking at right now as far as the project goes. We have also taken apart the rear shock. I ended up deciding, I guess I'm going to send that to Jeff and Beaver Dam. Got it all boxed up, and you know what? I'll just clip to that video and show you how I took it apart and as far as we got. So here, watch this. I'm going to just drain this into this oil catch. I already broke it loose, so take that out. Drain it and then work the shock up and down so that all the fluid comes out. Yeah, that shit's nasty. We'll put it in here. What you do is you remove the canister, you let the Schrader out, take the Schrader out, let the nitro out, take the spring off, remove this, drain all the fluid, and then pull it apart. So I'll go ahead and keep working on that, and you guys can go into a time lapse. So there you have it. Once you pull your circlip out, that was in there pretty good. These seals are still pretty good. Bushings are still all right. You just slide the whole thing out, and there's your cartridge. So we're gonna replace this and put it back after we clean it. We're gonna clean all this up. I might coat this. I might try to polish it. That might be a little bit of a bitch, so we'll see. We'll see how clean it comes. But that's it. And what we do is we're going to grind off this bolt, take that off. I think it's actually been removed before, so we take this off, and then we pull this whole section off to get that off. And then we'll clean all of this. So let's take that off. So when this comes out, there's a circlip that sits around the rim of this that you have to remove. And that's what holds this nitrogen charged pack in there. Pull that out, and this whole bladder comes out with it. So that bladder is what seals in here and seals the chamber. It just comes out with a little 8mm bolt in the bottom of it. I'm not sure if that's how the stock ones work, but this is upgraded, which is nice. So that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, taking apart a shock. That was the first time I've done a rear shock. Obviously you guys have seen the front forks. We did the front forks on this bike. I'm pretty experienced with the oil forks, not so much the air forks. But yeah, the rear shock wasn't too bad. So as soon as the components come in and we get the, Jeff told me it'd only take a couple days turn around since I only want that Cerakoted black. So it'll match the forks on the bike. As soon as we get that back, we'll put it back together and we'll have the whole rear section, rolling chassis together for the bike. Should be able to start doing like graphics and the polishing the subframe, SOS, or I'm gonna do steel wool on the exhaust to try to salvage it, but I don't know, it's kind of beat up. So anyways, let's get on this trailer. So what we're gonna do, take that off, take the hub off. Take that one off and take the wheel off. The wheels are all dry rotted through the tread, so we'll replace that. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave this hooked up on the truck and then put the trailer up on jack stands and just take them both off at the same time. But we got to wire brush those lugs off before the bolts can come off. So process in time lapse. Jack the trailer up, jack stands, wire brush the lug nuts, clean those off, put them on the wire wheel in here, clean all the lugs off, and then take the wheels and hubs off and put the new ones on. So let's get to it. So I got the first one off. This thing's a 2014, so yeah, there's gonna be a little rust, but it's not terrible. But these were the same tires that I got with the year I got it, and they're all dry rotted. Begging for a blowout. So got a new set. Came complete with wheels on eBay. 180 bucks for both of them. Can't really beat that, considering those road touring, whatever those are, they were quite a bit more. So let's see if these fit. Otherwise, if they don't fit on the lug pattern, I'll have to swap out the wheel bearings, which these ones are actually in pretty decent shape, so I might use them another season before I use the wheel bearings that I got. So let's see if they fit. So we got it all mounted up. We just need to torque the lug nuts, but looks pretty good. Matches the trailer. Can't even tell, except for the shape of the holes on the rim. But let's go ahead and go do the other side. We got the wheels on. They fit the hubs, so I'm good. I'm just gonna use these hubs for the rest of the season. And I'll use one of the tires that I took off. The second one I took off wasn't quite as bad, so I'll trash the other one. and put a new tire on it for whenever I cycle through these, and keep the other one as a spare because it's still good. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next time. Thanks, guys. Next day, finished editing and realized I didn't really give much of a tour of the bike and where it's at right now. So here, I'll show you guys where we're at so far. So we got the wheels all cleaned up, calipers on, brake lines installed but not primed, handlebars are on. Engine is in. Bolts aren't tightened down on the engine just yet because I ran into an issue with this bolt. Torqued the head off of it, so ordered a new one. It'll be here in a couple days. But so far, man, she's looking good. Can't wait to get the other wheel on. Waiting on it's a bearing retainer for the hub. That and the wrench to put it in. Once I have that in, I can put the wheel bearing in the back and slide the rear axle through, and then we'll polish the subframe and get that on and put the graphics together. Cool. All right. See you next time, guys.
I'm going to jump really high.